Hello one and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking Dominick Reyes, his thoughts on the Jon Jones fight. We're going to get into those comments. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Jon Jones had two difficult fights in his career. The first Alexander Gustafsson fight was a very close fight, highly entertaining. But when you look back at the fight 2 and 3 times, the first Alexander Gustafsson fight, that is, you realize why Johnny won that fight. The same thing with the Dominick Reyes fight. And this is my personal opinion here. Obviously, Johnny actually won those fights. Dominick Reyes fight, yes, it started off as a Dominick Reyes, initial stage of that fight, dominant performance. But as the fight graduated, went to the latter stage of the fight, you notice that Jon Jones starts controlling center of the octagon, and he was constantly pretty much pushing Dominick Reyes backwards. I do understand that Reyes landed some significant shots during that fight, none of which truly hurt Jon Jones. There's probably one or two. I do understand many people will perhaps strongly disagree with these points, but I'm just saying, watch the fight 2 and 3 times and you will come up with these same conclusions. And a big part of scoring fights is octagon control, and Johnny really had octagon control. Not only that, he was kind of eating Dominick Reyes shots and still moving forward, and obviously landing shots of his own. Dominick Reyes, that was probably one of the best performances for him, at least up until that point, obviously. And he's had better performances since. But that performance really kind of derailed the guy. The fact that he lost, he thought he won that fight. But I beg to differ. If you go back and rewatch that fight 2 and 3 times, you're going to come to realize that, yes, it started off as Dominick Reyes, seemingly somewhat in control. But as that fight went on, Jon Jones was able to control center of the octagon, ultimately eating Dominick Reyes shots and still moving forward, landing shots of his own. Octagon control is a huge part of scoring fights. Moving forward, obviously, is a huge part of winning fights. And when you are the champion, sometimes perhaps, yes, you're favored a little. But I could not imagine that fight going any other way. I beg to differ. Now, obviously, Dominick Reyes is on great form of his own. I would suggest that, obviously, he focus on what's at hand and not so much the past, because Johnny's gone at this point. Obviously, he's no longer a light heavyweight. And if you're Dominick Reyes, you truly have a huge potential of capturing that title now that Magomed Ankalaev is the holder. Not saying that that's an easy fight, but it's most certainly easier than a closer to prime Jon Jones fight. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe for more.